Hi, welcome back to Beach Bubbling. Tonight we're going to talk about some tips for Cuba, for the resort that we're at specifically, and just kind of wing it, to be honest. We got some bullet points written down on our laptop in front of us. And so let me clear one thing up first though, because I told people that US citizens couldn't go. So in case you lived under a rock, well apparently I'm the one living under a rock, because you can go as a US citizen. I didn't know that. That just was recent development. All right, so let's talk about the resort itself, the Club Kawama. We'll tell you what we thought about it, how we rated it, and we'll tell you if we'd come back to it and if we like Cuba.
We did expect the worst. Like I said, I think we have maybe picky friends and maybe some family that...
I've got some friends that said, yeah, no, it's nice to like going there, but when I said, well, a lot of people say we would get sick, and he would agree with it. So, it's big signals, really.
I got a lot of the food's bad, the food's bland.
Yeah.
You run out of stuff, which we didn't. We're not. I eat fish, so we're not that picky.
We're not super foodies
eat.
Or anything, but
yeah.
You have to have enough to eat, and that was a common theme, I think.
Yeah.
But at this resort, I thought the breakfasts were good. I had brought my own bacon, that kind you get at the supermarket that's pre-cooked. I figured you can take jerky or buy jerky on the plane. What's the difference? It's cooked meat. So anyway, so I got to enjoy bacon the entire week. I would just throw some on the grill, give the guy
The chef would
tell me to put it on there.
Oh yeah.
Cook it and put it on my plate with my eggs. I had an omelet station. Lots of fresh juices like papaya, mango, guava, pineapple. Like you could get it freshly mixed. That was really good.
Yeah.
Cereal stations, like you name it. Breakfast was good.
Yeah.
Lunch, we really didn't eat a lot. We were off resort most days at lunch. We ate at the a la carte. I had a hamburger there that was pretty good.
Yeah, they have hamburgers, sandwiches
and
veggies.
Yep. That place was also the a la carte for the Italian. And we had a nice dinner there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all in all, the food, I was pleasantly surprised with the food. I'm pretty picky. The food, I wouldn't give it a strike against it. Well, not the best food I've had at a resort, but not the worst.
Yeah. If you ate every meal at the resort, though, I could see how it would get repetitive.
Yeah.
We did walk down to a couple restaurants that are within walking distance, like 5-10 minutes down the road, for Italian pizza, pasta.
Yeah, pizza. If
it was like Asian night, or if, seafood night, because you're not big on that, like stuff like that. So yeah, we didn't eat every meal there, so it wasn't great or anything, but it was doable for sure. Minimal water supplied at that resort.
Yeah,
that was
weird.
A bit of an issue.
It depends though. Kim and Al didn't seem to have, their maid was giving them water.
Yeah, and we didn't get that, so...
We were tipping the maid pretty good, so I'm not sure what was going on.
I think it just depends on like what area you're in or what bartender you even get for water. Yeah. You could go up and get your water filled at the bar, I think. I did that the last couple of days with my reusable water bottle. Mm-hmm. But before that, we did go down to the store. That just is something a lot of people are used to.
A lot of resorts like to have the water supply.
Yeah.
Right. We'll show you a little video where that was.
That's just something I thought I'd mention, because
that's worth mentioning.
You kind of expect
I
kind of expect that, I guess.
Yep. So if you walk out the Kawama and go to the right, and let's say you need water, some stuff like that, you're going to get limited stuff. But if you need water specifically, walk over to this place with these arches here. There's some stores in there. How much we pay for water, do you remember?
$1 a bottle.
$1 a bottle for the small bottles. They ran out of the big bottles. So anyway,
sunscreen was $20.
Yeah, $20, but it was a necessity for us.
Yes, we did carry on.
We did carry on, so we couldn't bring anything over 80 mils. But it's here if you need it, and it's a short walk, so you should just know it's there.
Our room was pretty mad. I mean, the view was nuts. That's why we kept that room. We had a few issues with it for sure. The leaking roof was... the first or second night our roof leaked. I had a freaking meltdown. Yeah, and... The first night. In not only one spot too.
Hey, good morning from Cuba. I had a crappy day yesterday for weather.
We got here, got about, I don't know, maybe an hour worth of sun. It rained constantly until we went to bed. Room was leaking everywhere. It's quite the experience. Bed was wet. My computer was wet. My phones were wet. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how much water was in our room. And we're the lucky ones because we're on the second floor. A lot of people on the bottom floors apparently were getting flooded out before we got here. So anyway, we're going to try to make the best of this. We purposely stayed at a 3-star. We'll be making a video about it on our YouTube channel, and that was kind of the purpose of it. And I don't know, we'll see more as we see more, but as you can see today, not a whole lot of niceness going out on the ocean right now. Water's still pretty without the sun. That's amazing. I've never seen that before, but yeah, we'll let you know a little bit more about this place, and hopefully the weather turns around for us.
They did offer to move us down right in front of the pool, which we weren't crazy about. Ground
really
floor
loud down
and
by the
right
pool.
in front of the pool. Yeah, it can get ear-bleedingly loud, as we've heard down by the pool. But we had a little balcony that looked right out on the water, so we couldn't really give that up. And all the rooms, I mean, Kim and Al's was definitely nicer.
This was a little bit more modern. It was nice. They could still see the water, but not as good of a
Oh yeah, no.
They were looking through trees and stuff, but
we had the little ants in the bathroom the one day.
Yeah, but we had brought little ant traps because we watched Michael Downs' video.
Yeah.
And he said you might want to do that. So we did, and it seemed to work itself out.
Oh, our sliding door was broken.
Yeah, our sliding door was broken. I'm not saying everybody's would be, but yeah, I had to climb down. I don't know
If you went out on it and shut it, you were locked out.
Yeah, and so if you're on the second floor, here's the thing, I recommend you get the second floor though, because when it did rain and our roof was leaking, some people at the pool the next day said that they got up in the middle of the night on the first floor and were like up to their ankles in water. So if you can get the second floor and you don't have mobility issues, because you're not going to have an elevator to get there.
Yeah.
But if you can, I would. And speaking of mobility, down to the beaches, to get down there, at least it's a ramp. So you can get down to the sand. I'm not sure how you'd move around on the sand if you had a wheelchair too well, but you could at least get down there and right to the sand quite easily.
Right on the beach.
Through the whole place of Varadero. Like they have a lot of accesses to the beach up through the town, and they're all kind of ramps and stuff like that. So that's pretty good if you need that.
Something else somewhat important to us anyway, there were 3 bars.
In case you haven't noticed, we do like to have a cocktail. Yeah, lobby
beach
bar, beach bar, and the pool bar.
The pool bar is the main bar, really.
Yeah.
Like even at night to go for music and drinks, like kind of everybody goes there. And it's open super late, or maybe 24/7.
I don't know if they just keep serving if people are drinking, but I think we were there till like almost 2:30.
The one night,
And not just us, like a lot of people. It was pretty loud.
The restaurants will serve drinks, but they're going to one of the bars to grab them for you. But the lobby bar was good actually in the afternoon. We'd meet up with John or, whoever. People coming and going from tours. And a lot of shade up there, and that was okay too.
Yep. Drinks were kind of not consistent though.
They had daily drinks they made.
Yep.
A couple of them were good, a couple of them were not.
Yeah, but you might get that same drink at 3 different bars and it tastes like 3 different bars.
And if any of you guys have been to all-inclusive, they know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
The pools.
And the main pool was alright.
Big, clean.
It was clean, it was big, and it had like a
whirlpool within the pool. It was a good temperature too.
Yeah, it wasn't freezing or anything, and it wasn't hot. Just despite how hot it was in Cuba, like it was refreshing.
Yeah.
And then they had like a little mini waiting pool for toddlers joined up to that by the lobby. And right up by our room, there was another pool that had like a slide. Well, it was kind of geared more, I thought, towards like younger kids. But it was like deep enough.
Maybe if you were to play, maybe they have water volleyball or something.
Oh yeah, maybe.
We were away a lot of afternoons, so.
They had nightly entertainment.
Bingo
that you could win like bottles of booze and stuff.
Kids games and stuff.
Again, we don't have kids, but they did have a kids club there. We don't know much more about it than that. And what other activities did they have? Like we were gone mostly during the day, exploring and doing some excursions and stuff.
Yeah.
So. can't really speak to what the daily activities were. We had a basketball court there if you want to.
Some of the nightly entertainment was
Yeah, it
entertaining.
was pretty good, some of it. Some of it was just stand. But put a smile on my face. The magic show made me laugh a couple times. And what else did we got?
The dancers made you smile, I'm sure, a couple
It's
of
just made me
times.
smile a couple times.
Yeah.
As far as the location, we liked it. Like, we don't like staying hours and hours from the airport because the last days just feel so.
And even getting there, it just prolongs it.
Yeah.
We took a cab. We didn't take the bus with everybody.
No, on the way down we took the cab. We took the bus on the way back.
Yeah.
That was provided.
Which wouldn't even have been bad because I bet you're one of the first resorts to get
Oh
off.
yeah, it's like a 25-30 minute cab
'Cause we
ride.
were
It's
one
the
of-
first resort on the strip, really.
Yeah, they have to backtrack a little bit to
Yeah.
get to it. Also, the resort was walking distance to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we really could have walked downtown. We took all kinds of different modes of transports down to and from, but you could walk to stores, not that they had a lot,
Walk
but
to restaurants.
you could walk to restaurants.
In the market?
The market,
super
no
walkable.
problem.
Yeah, if you're at the resort end of the Varadero Beach, I don't think I would like that location personally. The beach would have been a lot more busy.
Cabs are more because you're so far from stuff.
Yeah, you're kind of
Or you
isolated.
get that bus.
I mean, it's really whatever your preference is. The bus was cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, we got the hop on, hop off bus. The one day. It's just, and we took it all the way down to see where all the
Yeah,
resorts
we're gonna
were.
cover that in another video. We did a couple days off the resort, so we'll have some videos to share.
Yeah.
With side information and the tuk-tuks and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
but good location for if you like to just get out and walk around in Cuba.
Yeah.
It's so safe.
yeah, it is. Yeah. I
To
didn't
walk
feel,
around any time of day. They said you could walk around at midnight and they know, you know, the
They know where
tourism.
their bread's buttered there.
The
and
tourism is huge and
They need that money.
it's very safe there.
They're probably one of the safest places I think we've ever vacationed, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, so if you're worried about safety,
good place to go.
good
yeah.
place to go. Yeah, for sure. As far as the beach goes, the sand is super fine and powdery, and kind of, what do you call it? White?
Yeah,
Yeah, white sand, powdery. The water is just
unreal turquoise.
unbelievable shades of blue.
Yeah.
Wow. Geez, I could just sit there and stare at it all day, and we did for a couple days probably.
And if you had kids, I mean, it stays shallow for a ways. You've got to go out quite a ways before it gets cooler and deeper. So
Very
that-
swimmable.
Yeah, for sure.
But one thing you won't, at least we didn't see there, was fish. Like, I don't know that you'd want to snorkel that beach. At least the section we were in front of. I can't speak to the rest of it. But yeah, there's hardly any fish there at all. The resort did have lifeguards there. So if you have children and you're worried about that, you're good. It's not, the waves weren't crazy.
I don't think we saw any red flags while we were there.
Nope, it was green. The couple times I did a beach walk, it was green, yeah. And at Kawama, there's not a lot of people at the beach. Like it's, the resort, we walked down to Kaye 62, and the beach was like super busy there in comparison. So if you're like the type of person that wants to go read a book on the beach, I would say that end would be better than if you want to be
then down at the other
down
end
the
for
other
sure.
The other thing they had on the beach, they had water sports, they had kayaks, paddle boat, like a VW bug, and what else? Hobby cat.
Yes.
We didn't do any of them,
What they're called.
but they were there, they were free, and I think they also had a dive shop there. No?
I don't know.
Strike that. You get both sunrise and a sunset here. Out the front door of the resort, you'll see the sunrise across the canal. And out the back door of the resort, you'll see the sunset right into the water. And
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. Yeah, we had little issues with clouds. But yeah.
And we were away a couple days.
Yeah, we were away a
fair.
couple days. Yep, yeah. But yeah, you'll get both there anyway. And as far as the people in the resort go, I thought the bartenders were good. They treated us fair.
Yeah, the bartenders were good. They put up with a lot. I always see and think. They were really good with what they had. There wasn't a lot of fresh fruit drinks here or mojitos. But it's a 3-star. I didn't expect,
Yeah,
you know, dream cocktails.
exactly. They had beer. The beer was cold.
Super polite, super professional.
Yeah, there was some
Like-
some sort of shenanigans that kind of went on where I was quite impressed with how they handled themselves.
I mean, all the service staff, the maintenance guys even, our maid was good and friendly. It was
desk lady
clean.
was a
It
bit
was
of a-
clean overall there too.
Yeah, the front desk lady was a bit of a pill sometimes. She charged.
Oh, we had a couple issues at the front desk for sure.
Yeah.
Not till way later. We got home and
Yeah.
on our next credit
Credit
card
card bill.
statement, I believe we got charged for a towel that was missing for a day or something.
It wasn't not even a day. Just
And
nothing.
I think we got charged for the room key. Eric had to go up and get a room key at one point, but then he used it and brought it right back. And I think we got charged for that as well.
What else we got?
This place does need repairs for sure.
Oh yeah. It's a 3-star though. Like you again.
And I don't know how weather beaten it is, but like if they did a fresh coat of paint out on the water side anyway,
Make a big
which
difference
is
to
that's
that
where it mostly needs it, is where it looks like it gets weather beaten.
Yep.
I don't know how long it would last, but it could definitely use one.
Yeah. Like just
Some of the
simple things.
roofs
Yeah.
you could tell had issues. Like ours leaked, so obviously we couldn't see our roof, but it obviously had issues.
Which led to mold in the rooms too. Like
Yeah.
our room had, like if your roof leaks, you know you're gonna have mold, but
Or if you had any kind of health issues where, you know, that could be a issue.
respiratory or something.
Yeah. Some nice landscaping though, and the pools
Yeah.
were well taken care of. Like I think the people that work there do well with what they have for sure.
They don't have
It
the
was
best of
clean.
tools, but it was clean. Yeah, I didn't.
We didn't go to the spa at all.
No, they do have a spa, but
yeah.
you get a massage there. But I don't know how much it was. We didn't go.
Yeah.
Um,
2 restaurants, 3 bars.
yeah, 2 restaurants, 3 bars.
The store down the road.
Yeah, the store was.
There were a couple stores on the resort, like
Yeah,
little
there was.
shops for
Little
like
shops. You could like
snorkeling gear, which I don't know what you would see
a ball
snorkeling.
glove seemed like a weird thing.
Floaties.
Yeah, just the touristy stuff. That,
Yeah,
like,
maybe probably.
the forgotten, you know, at home or something.
Or gifts for people, I'm sure,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. But we didn't really go to them either.
Yeah.
But
The guys at the front desk, or the bellboys were nice.
oh, for sure.
You could have changed your money with them
Yeah.
as well. And if you get your cab, whatever, you know, just let them.
All in
know you
all, I
can.
think the resort staff
I thought the people in the resort were
were really
were
good.
really good. Yeah. So I guess overall, if you're looking for a cheap place to go, let's get in the cost. Oh, and speaking of price, we paid $1,000 a piece, and that was for all your food, all your drinks, your
Just over.
yeah, a little
7
bit over.
days all inclusive
7
with
days
tax.
with out of Toronto, Canada, and it was like I said, a 3.5 hour flight. So that's close for us. Just to put it in perspective, we were looking at going to Vegas for Kim's birthday, 4 of us, and we could go here for a week for just a little bit more money. I think it was.
Yeah.
All inclusive.
And a way shorter flight for us.
Yeah, super shorter flight for us. Yeah.
So less travel time
Yeah.
and more bang
More
for your
fun
buck,
time.
really.
Yeah, it was. So I don't know. I think we've probably figured out by now that if we would go back to Cuba,
Yes.
definitely 100%. Would recommend it. Kawama, it'd have to be a pretty good price for us to think to consider going back there. Just because, like, why would you go back to the same place?
We met a friend who paid like
$5.95.
5 or 600 all in
Yeah, for
for
that,
7 days.
I'm going back. For that,
Maybe, but
I probably would go back.
I would feel much better about it at that price for sure.
Yes, I definitely would. But there's so many other places you could go. I don't know why you would go the same every time. Some people like to do
Some
that.
people do though.
How do you find your next favorite place if you never change it up a little
Yeah.
bit, right? And I think it looks like they've renovated some things since we've been there. I was watching some other videos. I don't know how
Paint
much.
for sure, yeah.
Definitely did some paint.
On the main lobby area,
Yeah.
and the lobby itself looks
Yeah.
like they spruced it up for sure.
Yep. And I don't think we mentioned it, but the seaweed and sargassum on the beach, it's not Like
It's not an issue.
It's not an issue at all. And we just confirmed that with somebody that, like recently, like today, that it's not an issue. Now I do hear it's around Florida, so maybe that will change. But as of right now, as of the posting of this video, it's not an issue. So overall, I would definitely go back to Varadero. I don't know if I go every year, but I would definitely go.
We have friends going to the other side next year, so
And we may tag along.
we may go to the other side and check it out.
Yeah. So anyway, we hope that you got some value from this. Any questions, feel free to leave us.
Any other good tips that you know of that we don't, in case we go back, leave them in the comments.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like the video if you could. Hit the bell to be notified when we make another one. Subscribe if you haven't. And
share it with anyone you know that might be going to Cuba.
yeah. And I don't know. Until next time, cheers.
Cheers.